What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update. And we have some positive news from President Donald Trump and the White House regarding the stimulus package and also possibly student loan forgiveness. But first, if you can, give this video a like down below. It really helps out our channel. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new updates as they come out. My wife and I do all the research for you every single day so we can bring you all the information about the stimulus check, the virus, and the election and related news in a quick, concise video. Okay, first up, President Donald Trump and the White House have included student loan forgiveness in its latest stimulus check proposal. As you can see here, President Donald Trump has offered to forgive some student loan debt as part of the new $1.8 trillion stimulus proposal to House Democrats, indicating how rapidly the idea of canceling student debt has gained broad bipartisan appeal. The administration is now proposing that $25 billion of the $1.8 trillion package be dedicated to student loan forgiveness. The administration did not make clear how it proposes to allocate the $25 billion, nor did it specify who would be eligible for student loan forgiveness. Widespread student loan forgiveness has evolved during the last several years from a fringe idea that wasn't even a possibility to now a serious policy initiative with increasing support by elected officials by both Democrats and Republicans. And the public backs the concept. A recent poll conducted last month by Data for Progress found that 67% of respondents, including 58% of Republicans, support some widespread student loan forgiveness, whether it is universal, tied to income, or based on specific program eligibility. Only 26% of respondents said that student loan debt should not be forgiven. So, this could be a new possibility that could basically get more stimulus in your pocket, more money in your pocket, basically paying off part of your student loan debt. Because if they include this in a stimulus package that actually passes, you could get maybe a couple $1,000s of student loan debt forgiven that you basically won't have to pay back. And with interest, that could actually mean even more money that you won't have to pay back. Now, this is different from the proposal, which actually came from Democrats in the House, that would give the president now, or possibly the next president, if President Donald Trump is not reelected and Joe Biden could do this in the future. The House Democrats have proposed a bill that would make it possible for either president, either President Trump now, or if he's not reelected, Joe Biden, or if he's not reelected, Joe Biden, to cancel student loan debt. This could actually be done simply by a presidential executive order, and the House Democrats actually proposed this, actually kind of giving a silver platter to President Donald Trump, where he could just basically sign a presidential executive order and forgive as much student loan debt as he wanted. He could go and forgive a couple $1,000s to every single person. He could actually forgive up to $50,000 in this proposal that actually came from the Democrats. And the president could do this before the election if he wanted to. I'm kind of starting to wonder if maybe he isn't aware of some of these things. I mean, the House Democrats basically gave him this on a silver platter. So the question is, why doesn't President Donald Trump do this right now, right before the election? Because it could gain him millions of votes, or at the bare minimum, hundreds of thousands of votes from people who are basically thankful that he forgave tens of thousands of dollars of student loans. As you can see here, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, a Democrat from New York, and Senator Elizabeth Warren, a Democrat from Massachusetts, announced a resolution on Thursday that would broadly cancel federal student loan debt due to the pandemic. The resolution calls on President Donald Trump to take executive action to forgive up to $50,000 in debt to borrowers that have student loans. So the question is, why doesn't President Donald Trump do this along with passing executive orders for the stimulus checks? And the simple answer might be that he's still planning on, or he still wants to, or is still going to. We still have about 25 days up until the election. I think maybe it's 23 days now at this point. So he could still do this. I mean, literally just sign on the dotted line and either send out stimulus checks or student loan forgiveness. Why not do this? Especially because everything we see, at least on every major news station that I look at, and articles that I read shows President Donald Trump behind in almost every single poll. Now, I know a lot of people don't believe in polls, but it's still worse than if you've seen yourself ahead in every single poll. Yeah, I mean, when you see yourself behind in every single poll, you're probably thinking, what else can I do to gain more votes? Even if you think you're in the lead, when you see you're behind, you're like, maybe I need to do more. And he honestly could just sign on the dotted line, pass these executive orders for either stimulus checks or for student loan forgiveness or for both. But now's the time to do it. I mean, he needs to do this before the election. He can't do this 2 days before the election. It's not, I mean, he could, but it's not really enough time to get the money in people's pockets. So they don't really realize it. And also, a lot of people will have voted by then. So he really needs to do this here soon. In fact, let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments. Do you think the president is going to do this or still wants to do this? Or do you think there's maybe some other reason that's holding both of these up? President Donald Trump just recently said that they're ready to go and ready to pass stimulus as soon as it gets on his desk. The president told Fox News Sunday morning that his administration is ready to go on the next bill and that the holdup was because, quote, we can't get Nancy Pelosi to sign the document. Nancy Pelosi said on Sunday, this past week, the president demonstrated very clearly that he has not taken the war against the virus seriously, personally or nationally. Nancy Pelosi said in a statement on Sunday, this attitude is reflected in the grossly inadequate response we finally received from the administration on Saturday. In a letter sent to House Democrats on Saturday, Nancy Pelosi called the administration proposal one step forward and two steps back in their negotiations, but said that she would remain hopeful that both sides could come to a deal. President Donald Trump said on Sunday on Fox News that, quote, Republicans want to do it, citing Nancy Pelosi as the obstacle. Director of the National Economic Council, Larry Kudlow, said Sunday that CNN's State of the Union Republicans would go along with it. Actually, talking about the Senate Republicans there, which are the most important people, pretty much, if we want to get a deal done. This is interesting too. Larry Kudlow also said that Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin may move the administration's positions up from their current offer of $1.8 trillion in funds, though fewer Senate Republicans are likely to accept a deal with the higher price tag. I honestly think if President Donald Trump wants to go the stimulus package route, which is actually the better route because it has unemployment in there, it has the stimulus checks. And remember, President Donald Trump said in their new recent proposal, actually, two White House aides said that the stimulus checks for the dependents, specifically the child dependents, it wasn't clear if adult dependents would qualify for this too, but I doubt they'd have different stipulations for adult dependents and child dependents, is that the dependent check would be $1,000 now instead of $500. So a $1,200 check for basically individuals, adult individuals, and if you're a dependent, it could now be $1,000 instead of $500. So if you're, say, two people with three children, you could get 1,200 and 1,200, which is 2,400, and an additional $3,000 for your three children, which would be like what, $5,400 for a family of five. I mean, that's pretty decent. I mean, we're definitely moving in the right direction with at least the larger checks for dependents. If President Donald Trump is able to make a deal with Nancy Pelosi this week by, say, going up to $2 trillion, or heaven forbid, going all the way up to $2.2 trillion, he still might have a little bit of difficulty with the Senate Republicans, those 13 Senate Republicans that he absolutely needs to pass a bill, because without 13 Senate Republicans, no bill will pass in the Senate. But that's only about 25% of Republicans. So Do you think President Donald Trump, if he endorses a deal, an agreement, and gets Nancy Pelosi to sign it, even if he has to give her the whole $2.2 trillion, do you think he could convince 25% of Senate Republicans to vote yes on the deal and basically get those 13 votes from Senate Republicans to pass the deal? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Tell me if you hear this crow. I opened my window. And then I got Leo the Crow here just crowing at me like he wants to be on camera too. So Larry Kudlow said that the president and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin actually might go all the way up to $2.2 trillion, which is what Nancy Pelosi wants.
Let's talk about President Trump and the stimulus package, okay? Because President Trump, frankly, has been all over the map on his position. He halted talks completely. But then I want you to take a listen to what the president said on Friday about the size of this stimulus bill.
I would like to see a bigger stimulus package, frankly, than either the Democrats or the Republicans are offering.
So that's the president saying he wants a bigger package. Speaker Pelosi is currently offering a $2.2 trillion deal. The president wants a bigger package than that. So are you, Secretary Mnuchin, now going to try to offer a bigger deal than a $2.2 trillion proposal?
He may. Secretary Mnuchin is up to $1.8 trillion. So the bid and the offer is narrowing somewhat between the two sides. President Trump actually has always said, I've heard him say it in the Oval, as far as the key elements are concerned, the checks, the unemployment assistance, the small business assistance, we've got to help airlines out, he would go further. He's always said that. He knows that we need as much power for economic recovery as possible. It's not just recovery in 3 weeks, it's recovery to the end of the year and beyond in a possible second term. So I think Secretary Mnuchin, who's a very good negotiator, will be carrying the president's message.
So I think that if they basically just say, all right, we'll give you the entire $2.2 trillion, we'll give you everything, exactly everything you wanted, I don't think there's any way she could turn it down. So I think they may have to do that if they want to go the stimulus package route, which again, it's a much bigger package. It helps a lot more people. It helps the airline people. It helps small business people. It gets you the check. It helps the unemployed people. It potentially has mortgage and rental assistance. It potentially has student loan forgiveness. So the stimulus package is a much bigger opportunity and present, I guess I should say, to the American people than just a stimulus check through a presidential executive order. So, you heard it right there from White House economic advisor. President Donald Trump may actually go to 2.2 trillion. Now I get the sun. First I got Leo the Crow, and now I got the sun coming right at me. So it's just kind of been one of those weeks, right? But honestly, let's just see if President Donald Trump actually goes to the $2.2 trillion. Just give Nancy what she wants because she's apparently not going to negotiate. Give her what she wants, and then let's make a deal. Also, don't forget to smash the like button for us if you haven't yet, and don't forget to subscribe down below. We're almost at 250,000 subscribers, which is just truly amazing. You guys are amazing. Thanks so much for watching. I asked my wife if she wanted to be on camera tonight, but she was like, oh, I'm so tired. I just want to relax for one day. And I'm like, well, you still have to edit 3 videos, so, you can kind of relax. She's actually outside running with Julian right now, not running, but watching Julian run. He can just run for days. But it's been an absolutely beautiful weekend here in Ohio. It's been like 70s all weekend, and I fear this might be our last weekend before winter comes, and possibly the White Walkers. White Walkers from Game of Thrones for anybody who doesn't know, and along with those right there. By the way, I'm going to be doing another What's in the Box this upcoming week for sure, possibly within the next day or two. We ordered a box from Amazon, and the box came and it had like a piece of it broken, so then we had to order another one, ship it back. But I have the item that is going to go in the box, but it doesn't go with the box. The box will just be a random box with the item in it. But it'll start here within the next few days. So make sure you stay tuned because I know that was a lot of fun for us. And I know it was a lot of fun for a lot of you guys too. So thanks for watching. You can click on this top video to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start a business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have students that have replaced their entire 9 to 5 income by selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, and I will see you in the next video.